The building which stands before you today is known as Mount Olivet Baptist Church. This church was founded in 1847 with 47 members. Very accurate records have been kept since the beginning of this church's days. Mount Olivet still convenes in the original sanctuary, finished in December 1846 with only minor renovations. The original church was built by 2 workers and was made without a foundation. The only changes that have been made since the first days of the church is the sealing of the bricks, new doors, and the replacement of the nameplate on the face of the church. To this day, the church is without a foundation. When first founded, the age of slavery was slowly coming to an end. However, Mount Olivet had many slaves attending during this transition. This wasn't their church. They came with their owners. As part of that, the church has kept records of every slave ever owned by the members of this church. When slaves were all proclaimed free by President Abraham Lincoln, all of the current slaves that were members of the church left and went on to found Ebenezer Baptist Church just down the road. During the Civil War, battles were fought all over this area, and Mount Olivet has their own claim to fame. After one of the battles fought near here, 3 soldiers were laid to rest on the church grounds. One of these warriors, William Thomas Hughes Jr., died of typhoid. He has a gravestone right next to the sanctuary. 2 others that died around the same time are thought to be buried under the church office building. The sanctuary contains a mystery, as there is on the wall the shadow of a staircase that, according to the church's meticulous records, never existed. Inside the church, they have a crazy quilt that was made by members of the church in the 1920s after the pastor's wife died in a traumatic accident that shook the church to its core and caused the pastor to resign. This crazy quilt was given to the pastor by members of the church after her death. The design includes the names of every member in the church at that time and an outline of the church's sanctuary. Upon the pastor's death, he willed it back to the church. Since their first Sunday in January of 1847, Mount Olivet Baptist Church has been regularly holding services for over 150 years. These years have held great memories, of which there are only a few pointed out today.